One, two, three. What's up, beautiful people? What's up, Lickety? Damn, I didn't catch that palafin. All right. I have the list done for this first break, so we're going to start with that. I added 2 more breaks because these first 2 snap filled. Dr. Cuddles, how you doing, my guy? Thank you very, very much for that sub. All right, so this is going to be the last PSA break for a while. It was just what we had left over from Friday. We had one more envelope. It was 14, so I'll pre-opened it, being efficient. Let me make sure YouTube is on. Yes. Where is my music? Well, it's a good thing I changed it then. I saved someone the pain and the suffering. CFEs last night was... I again didn't lose anything. Ended up gaining. Went after a boat, and then that boat ran away. And in the middle of that chase, a 4-man boat I could not get away from. I was at like a disadvantage the entire time. It sucks. So we didn't get much positive action, but I didn't lose anything because I sold on my loop before. All right, printing. If I would have taken... Did I see you in break 2? I didn't do the list for it yet, but let me see. I see your name. Yeah, if you buy in, Chucky, your name will be there. Enjoy these Japanese sets while they're here because I'm not a person who's going to overstock them. I don't want to be the last one to the party. But they are good. But once they're gone, I'm not getting more. Good luck, everybody. But I figured it was a nice little switch up because we haven't done it in a while. Tonight is the night for a God pack. That's what I'm saying. Nice dark. Well, this will be the last PSA break that we'll see for a while. And then we're going to go right into yeah, it's good. It's just I'll do the amount that I have. Don't expect it to be here for a while. More dark. That Torterra grass. Very clean card. What you doing, John? On the 4th? Probably not. We'll play it by ear, but probably not. Very nice electric hit. I feel like this just shuckle with extra steps. What's up, Marzi Barzi? Full art trainer. Just woke up from a cat nap. Your sinuses hurt so much tonight. Not sure why. I mean, it got a little cooler tonight, but I don't know if that would explain it away. So like we cut down the tree and like most of the bushes in the front. And a bird has made a nest underneath the bush and like burrowed. And I did not know we had burrowing birds in this state. I thought it was a baby bird, but it wasn't. He was just chilling. He looks pissed off though. Scared the crap out of me when I was doing yard work. He like jumped. More dark. Dark kind of popping off this break. Hydra apple. What's going on with you guys this beautiful Monday evening? We got the whale. Something tells me this Pokemon in-game would probably be pretty strong. Gonna be the big 40 next month? Let's go, John. That's beautiful. Red water. James, very good. What was sailing across the ocean on a wooden boat like? Do you see that, John? That was an old man joke. He was implying that you were so old that you were around when they just used wooden boats and not like steel. Very funny. Very funny, man. Real man, I've been trying to master the fast kickoff in Rocket League. I did not realize how intensive it was to learn. I'm starting to get it down though. Doing the flip cancel, but like if you're playing on controller, you have to like tilt in the perfect angle. Not worth it. I hadn't dedicated too much time to it. I practiced it a little bit, and I just started forcing myself to do it. And sometimes it goes good, and then the couple times it went bad, then you learn from it. He has a wooden head that breaks easy. I feel like a wooden head might be pretty like strong though. Like if it's just one solid piece of wood. Are we talking like Pinocchio? You rarely use it. We gain possession about 85%. Well, it's countered very easily by your opponent just waiting a second and then going on kickoff. That's the problem. You would break the damn thing. But dude, there's entire like mods and add-ons just to like teach people how to do the fast kickoff properly. That's if you don't have a softball injury. Slow pitch softball, sorry. I think the last hit was fighting or grass, but it won't matter because we're going to pull some heat out of this stack. I don't know, dude. 40, he might run you down. Ooh, got close to the alt there. Dark popped off this break. John, no swearing. Family friendly. You're modded so it lets you swear. Oh, great. My stream deck isn't working, so I can't even hide it. You gonna make me log in every time? All right, dark is the last hit. But like the amount of different videos and like training modules I've seen to like have people learn the fast kickoff properly, I never knew it was that intricate. I thought it was just flipping a certain way and timing. And there's different ones too. Okay. Trainer into steel. Is that even supposed to be possible? Well, I guess one's a master ball. I was about to say, I was like, did we get 2 Pokeballs? There's a lot of science behind it. There's a lot of self-proclaimed experts out there, and a lot of people typing very angry things at them. But I've gotten, like, I've made progress with it. I've gotten better at it. Damn, John. He's just kidding, though. All right, Steel's the last hit right now. And Steel takes it. Michael, it is yours. The graded card. But solid break overall. All right, I'm assuming Nick still hasn't updated the list because when I need him the most, that's when he's MIA. So give me a moment, and I'm going to very quickly update all these lists. He's going to message me 10 minutes after stream ends and be like, hey, you still need those lists done? Let's see what the graded card is. Chikorita from Unseen Forces Hollow, PSA 9. That is yours, Michael. It's a sick card. No more swearing. When it comes down to it, real man, I can learn to do the fast kickoff. I can just become the best player that I can be. But if I got a teammate who just flies over the top of me from my net on offense and bricks it into the wall, we lose the game every time. Doesn't matter how good I am. That's why you only play with your buddy. I play at weird hours. Yeah, of course Nick didn't update the list. That would just be crazy. Let me just fully update these. Give me like 1 minute, literally. I'm flying. I added 2 more bricks to the website as soon as they filled, so plenty of time for those to get taken up as well. Enjoy the Japanese boxes while they're here, because once they're gone, they're gone. You know what took me the longest to figure out, Real Man, was a lot of these videos, they were just talking like everyone already knows what all the key bindings are and like the terminology is. And I'm like watching this dude's controller, like button by button he's pressing. He's like, then you do a flip cancel. And I was like, I don't see anything happening. But it's literally just putting your joystick in the opposite direction. I had to watch a video on what even that was, just because of the terminology. I can't see what you're saying right now, but after I update these next few names, we'll be good. I will see it. All right, we're good. Let me randomize the next 2. All right. Printing. New set comes out on your birthday? Very good. Now, once you get that down, you can try and wave dash. What is wave dashing? Can I sign you a trainer card? I think so. Next trainer comment I see, I'll pull to the side. All right, which one is this one? This one is Black Bolts. Let's get a box of Black Bolts. And they're sealed boxes. I'm not some fake TikToker who steals packs from Target and then reseals them. Jumping on and off the way. Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. Wave dashing is like, it also involves flip canceling, I think. It was part of the video that I watched. Well, it's like the same idea. All right. We are good to go. That is frosty. Very good. Good luck, everybody. Well, the awkwardness to get used to is how many buttons you're pressing all at once for the fast start. But then once you're like get used to it, then it becomes easier. Because you have to kind of like turn your car slightly so you do a diagonal. I've noticed since I've started doing that on the kickoffs, though, I've been winning a lot more. Like, winning a lot more of the kickoffs. Starmie. And Gardevoir Psychic. Someone got that alt Misty on Friday. Alt Starmie with the Misty on it. That's an alt Moltres. Very nice. Dark is going off tonight. Oh yeah, Chucky wants a trainer. Let me find a common trainer in one of these packs before I forget. Not in that one. Oh, there is one in that one. There you go. I like that one better. You are very welcome. Sorry for ruining your energy card or your trainer card. But you told me to do it. Might need a new marker though. More water for your boy. I also got first in a tournament, like, I think last weekend. And let me tell you, the amount of time and effort was not worth the reward. I felt like it was so underwhelming. It was a 3v3, just straight up. Yanmega. Grass. Matt. I don't know how they make the rewards so bad. Like, if you win first place, you should, like, get some crazy stuff. I already have a higher title, though, because I won one when I was in Diamond. And then I went inactive, and it just, like, reset all my LMR. Now I have to climb out of Plat with randos, which is proving to be pretty difficult. They need to fix the rotating store. Just get rid of it. Let me buy items again. I don't think they've ever given me an item that I've wanted in the rotating store. So, like, this idea of, like, oh man, they're going to get you. It's made me just, like, aggravated, if anything. I've gotten so many different rims on the rotating store that I will never spend real money on. It was pretty cool that they, like, had a collaboration with actual soccer. I have, like, Juventus, like, wheels and skins that I unlocked for free. But, like, all of the skins were for the Octane. And I was like, okay, I could care less about these now. Or that new stupid looking, like, station wagon they got coming out. More grass. Matt. Well, that new car is a different Fennec, I think. I use the Porsche because when my dad used to have the Porsche, he used to take me on rides in that. I partially learned stick in that car. which was more difficult in his older Porsche because the first gear and reverse were like in different spots than when I first learned. He had like an old like 89 911. All about the hitbox. I want to choose a car that I'm like, you know, excited to use. What's up, Tuts? Welcome, brother. Dude, I still can't believe last night that four-man ship just singled me out and ran me down in the middle of me chasing the other one. And I couldn't have used the... Someone did a fort. I rolled up on it, and they just left. And they left all the loot. And I just grabbed all the loot and sold it. I was so confused. I don't know if they had like an argument. No, because they left. They left like as soon as I like got close. That's Salamance. I also found out this weekend I am partially allergic to cherries out of nowhere. I had some cherries that my parents had brought over earlier in the week, and my bottom lip, like one side of it, started swelling up. Like right before I streamed on Sunday. But I took a Benadryl and then it went away. And then I just stopped eating cherries. Don't know why. Out of nowhere. Shout out to Benadryl. Saved my life. And it's not like it was like hurting or anything. It was just like, it made my lip like swollen and like numb. I don't know what that was about. Steel. Espion. Psychic. Love to see the prismatic hits. What's going on? You guys all sleepy this Monday? You just don't want to talk to me? You just listening to these beautiful packs being opened? It's only real, man, and he's getting sick of talking to me. Finishing up work? Well, that's good. Laying down? Don't drop your phone on your face. Just got settled in after dinner. Well, you have an excuse, old man. All right? I know you gotta like... You gotta come inside. You gotta take your shoes off. You gotta relax for a second. Stretch. You don't want to hurt yourself. Gotta drop the mail key off. That's important. I don't even know if I do a card trick with these. I don't think I do. Maybe 2 to the front. Oh, okay. I really like the Pokeball rarity. Emolga. I haven't opened Japanese in such a long time, it like feels fake almost. Even though I know it's real. It's just feels a little fake. I do like this little hollow effect that they have on the reverse though. They have like a little glitter effect on the top half of the Pokeball. It has. Enjoy it while it's here because we all know my sentiments towards it, but I'm happy to switch it up. Okay. So does every pack have 2 of these? Maybe in the dark. It's hard to pick up the little glitter effect on the top of the Pokeball on camera, but it's there. I haven't looked at it. Nick just gave me 2 boxes when I saw him last, and he was like, "Here you go." And I was like, "Well, what's this?" And he's like, "You're going to be opening it." And I was like, "Okay." So I think we just got some. It was a little opportunistic. Okay. Our first non-hollow. Meloetta. I really like the reverses, though, with the Pokeballs. Two to the front. Thank you for the follow. I'm evolving. I'm learning how to do the card trick. Cragonal. Okay. I'm gonna maybe start just sleeving the Pokeball ones on camera. So like those are like, I'll treat it like a regular hollow. It'll still get sleeved just off camera. Just because it's going to add like 30 minutes to each break of me sleeving every single pack, which I already am with the Pokeballs. They're just so nice that I can't not sleeve it, like, right away. Just for the simple fact that I like the little hollow on top of it. Okay, I see something here. Full art Meloetta with the Victini. Now they're really testing me with picture association of remembering the names. But I know all of them for the most part. This is one thing I don't miss is these Japanese packs do a number on the fingers. They do like extra damage. Little Talc. One more. Keep forgetting it's 2 packs, or 2 cards of the front. No, it was probably, what's that crappy set called? V Max? It was the last Japanese set that I ever opened. I was like, all right, not doing this again. Because it was such a flop that everyone was overhyping. Oh, look, a yarn. Someone had to sew that for this picture. Someone had to crochet that. Which I think is accurate, right? I mean, I guess AI could probably generate that pretty quick. It's got to be a weird task to get, though, as an employee. I want you to draw something as if it was crocheted in real life. Want a tip to make them easier to rip? What, cut the bottom? I know about the little perforation. I don't like it, though. It's not consistent for me, for my way of ripping. Is that what you were going to say? I know the perforation is there. It's been... I prefer to do it like that. That's how I always did it. But I do appreciate it. Believe you me, I've tried the perforation before. It didn't mesh with me. I don't know why. Ton of illustrators. You could say that again. I think after this first break, I'm not going to sleeve these Pokeballs on camera for the sake of time. I do love them, though. It feels wrong not to. Why couldn't we have gotten that? Hopefully we get it in the future. So here's the thing. Print quality, I'm not going to lie to you, dude. When I opened the first pack, I was like, are these fake? That's one thing that differs. I prefer the US cards. Like something feels off about him in terms of like me feeling like I'm opening, a pack of Pokemon cards. But I'm used to opening the US sets, that's why. A Cubchoo. It's a cute looking card. Water. So what's the big hit out of this? Is there like a full art or a gold? Trainer Matt, thank you for that sub, dude. Appreciate you. Genesect. Not going to ruin it for me? Oh, I'll probably see it in a box or so. I'm sure it's revolving around Palkia and Dialga. Yeah, next break for the sake of time.
Your supervisor's sitting outside the door.
Hi, Luna. This room is a disaster. Do you like it?
She said, no, I do not like the mess.
You're gonna hook right into the wire. Please don't.
Learning booty.
Thank you.
All right, good night.
Hold on one second, guys. Looks like Zekrom is the chase. Okay. Or sorry, not Dialga. Zekrom. Was an autopilot there for a second. Alright, the Pokeballs are not getting sleeves on camera anymore. For sake of efficiency. They'll still get sleeved, just not on camera. That is a Master Ball, though. That's a different one. I'll sleeve that one. They have a little bit more detail in that reverse holo. That goes a long way. They should definitely adopt that for the US cards. Going to sleep, Chucky? Alright, my guy. Little like fine details like that go a long way for me. It's just good craftsmanship. Well, these breaks have a lot of hits. So these holos and reverse holos, unless I see a Master Ball, are going to get sleeved off camera. You should just put that Master Ball texture on just random cards throughout the set. Don't even have it be like just on the reverse holo. Have one randomly pop up on like a full art. Like, why not? Add another level of rarity. Holy crap. Okay. These are a lot of hits that are not going to fit in one ETB anymore, I don't think. Actually, it will. Just very carefully. Very good. All right, onwards to number 3. Tesnik, have you been playing any games at all? I feel like after we stopped playing WoW, it was just done for you. I guess we played a little bit of Call of Duty, but I think that was before. Pokemon on your Switch. Respect. I don't know how I feel about the new Switch. I'm going to be honest. I'm not, like, itching to buy it. Even though the new Mario Kart looks sick. Okay, this one is White Flare. You actually got it? You haven't turned your Switch on in 2 months? I would if it, like, really, like, made me. Otherwise, like, it's for when, like, family and friends come over. Otherwise, I'm just on PC. Jeez, these packs are just all over the place inside the box. Buckets. Can you play the new games on the old Switch, but you just have to pay more? That's the catch. I forgot like what it was, but I know everyone's kind of like Pokemon or Nintendo is really doubling down on the greed lately. Old games can be played on the new Switch, but not the other way around. I I don't know how I feel about it. I'll wait when I'm sure there's like a shortage right now, or it's somewhat difficult to get. I don't know. I've seen a lot of negative things coming out of people. Like more than I've usually seen for Nintendo. Like that new Mario Kart is sick, but is that enough for me to buy a Switch 2? I don't know. And then I have to pay extra to play my older games on there. But that's what I'm saying. Is that enough? How long before that becomes old? I think one of the biggest gripes with the newest Switch is the fact that it wasn't really like there's no innovation and no leap. Like going from the Wii to the Switch was crazy. And even before the Wii to the Wii. But they're essentially just updating the internals. Eventually, for sure. But, like, I feel like, I don't know, it's not enough for me to pull the trigger. How much is it? Like $400 or $500 for the Switch 2? Dude, I remember I was trying for so long, and then finally GameStop put a bundle out that I bought as soon as it hit the website, and then later that day it was sold out. 500 with the Mario Kart? Yeah, I don't know. They know they're going to be the only console left, so they're gonna milk it. They just discovered that they can put out like a half console as a release. Does it look that different from the Switch 1? Like in terms of just, not the graphics, I'm saying like it's just a screen with the controllers. I feel like the first Switch was cheaper. That bundle I got, it couldn't have been more than $500. If it's easy to if it's easy to get the console, like I could just go to the store and grab one right now. I think that shows how successful it is. See, there you go. It was not 500. Hall effect Joy-Cons. I just use a GameCube controller because that's my favorite. Here's the problem, though. They're just going to discontinue all the support for the first Switch in terms of, like, online capability and everything. And then you're going to be forced to have to buy the new one anyway. And if I bought games digitally, then I'm going to have to pay to have them moved over. Oh, that's going to be such a headache. I don't even want to do it. That's what I've heard. Some say the release of this console with no real innovation is the first nail in the coffin for a while. All your Joy-Cons have stick drift? Yeah, because they're all cheaply made. That's how it is. How much did you have to pay to play the old games on the newer one? Is it a flat fee? Nothing? Why was I told that I have to pay to play the game then? I think that was like a stipulation. I think the stipulation is you could play the Switch 2 games on the Switch 1 for a fee. Maybe? Oh, you can pay to upgrade the version where they turn up the FPS in the background, the settings. They're free updates for now, but I wonder if that'll change. Like, if you get it now, it'll be free. We're always the affordable family fun console. Wish they would get back to that. I mean, you could say that they were there with the Switch. When the first Switch came out, like it was awesome. I got it immediately. But I feel like I'm just buying another Switch then. It's like, do I want $500 so that when I occasionally have people over, I could maybe play Mario Party? I don't know. Without the OLED? Without the OLED, like, physical screen, you're saying? You're right, and I was going to buy another Switch anyway. Well, if you're going to buy another one anyway, yeah. then right on time. I wouldn't be surprised if they pushed through an update that like made your old Switch, like the Switch 1, like run slower or something. Give them the good old Apple treatment where they throttle your battery. I feel like phone batteries have gotten worse. I just got a new phone not too long ago, and it's like it's just shot. I feel like they do that on purpose, so then you have to buy a new phone. But I'll keep on waiting and charging. Dondozo. So, like, what were they, like, what is the selling point of the new Switch? Just better graphics? Like, that's it? I've watched a lot of the big ones, like, multiple times over. Attack on Titan, Bleach, Full Metal Alchemist. I'm pretty stuck in my ways. Bigger screen, 4K. 4K on a tiny screen. What if I hook it up to the TV and the TV's not 4K? But like, I feel like that's not enough, man. Like when you come out with a console, you gotta come out with a console, not an update. It has better ports for TV pictures. So what? Like a display port? Because HDMI will get you only so far. It's capped. Or do they do it through USB now? Latest HDMI? It still sounds like nonsense, but I hear you. I'll play along. It's just like to charge more for like that much more. It's $200 more than when the first Switch came out. I don't know. It seems just more greedy, that's all. Hertz is capped on Switch. I mean, consoles are never going to be as good as a PC. It's just how it is. But, like, most of the time, it's good enough anyway. Certain games, though, like playing Sea of Thieves on Switch, I don't even know if it's a thing still. Steel. Colors. Alright, so only going to top load Master Balls if they're that rarity. Or that. Reshiram. And the beautiful Stork. Do they have... I don't think it's worth the extra money, but I still have the original Switch. Was going to get a new one anyway. Well, yeah, for sure. If you're going to get a new one anyway. I'm just saying, just from a, like, general perspective. Not a Master Ball. Still nice, though. Very nice. Bar none, I think I've played like Towerfall with friends and family over more than any game. The most recent Paper Mario on there was not good. I don't know what the hell they did to that. The combat was so bad. Super Mario, whatever it was, Odyssey was good. Zelda, I didn't really play that much, but it was a really good game. Forager on Switch is so laggy, you can't even make it to late game. Forager. Never played that before. Here's the thing, too. Is the Switch 2 going to be on the same network as the first Switch? Probably not, right? That'll be the next way that they force you to the next console. Because they're not going to pay for both game servers as a company. They might have just done that right off the bat. So that'll just be a dwindling population. Cotton. Are my wireless controllers that were aftermarket going to be usable on the Switch too? That'd be another good question. Like my GameCube controllers. Yeah, when Xbox Live became a thing, I don't think you could play with Xbox people. It would be like going from the 360 to the One. Very nice. Right. Which is very interesting to begin with because, like for Sea of Thieves, if you have an Xbox, you could end up on a server with PC players, which is fine. It's whatever. But like, when you start fracturing between consoles, I think it becomes an issue. That's a Master Ball as well. And Dark. The Hydreigon. And Donald, you got the Clink Clank. It's definitely an interesting phase of consoles and games in general right now. Companies are starting to get greedy, thinking they can charge over $100 for a game just because Grand Theft Auto is going to do it. Nintendo finally getting greedy. I don't know. It's not. It's not. It's definitely a different landscape now. What, steel? I feel like it was enough for me to tolerate before personally, but I feel like this like whole tobacco with the console recently, I think made a lot of people realize it. They will be the last console standing though, 100%. Xbox is already like Microsoft is moving everything to the computer, which is a smart move. Sony's had a rough year, couple years. All of their like main titles that have come out, they've had to retract. Was that when the PlayStation Network got hacked and no one could play online for like a full year? Because I remember that, and I didn't have a PlayStation. I knew so many people that switched to Xbox that year. That was a couple years after. I just remember there was no PlayStation Online for like almost a year. And a lot of people just switched immediately. Because like Call of Duty was out and you couldn't play Call of Duty online. That was over. It went down Christmas Eve. Because it got hacked. And I think it was in relation to that one movie where they were making fun of North Korea. With James Franco. The Interview. Because it was Sony's movie. Yeah, but I remember they stole like everyone's credit card information too. That was like another huge deal about it, which was not great. The DDoSing is whatever. It's annoying. It happens a lot. But stealing the credit card information, that's a whole different ballgame. Right. But this year, like Bungie is supposed to be like their main superstar studio now. Bungie got caught stealing artwork and putting it in the game, and they had to delay like the launch of their game. There was like a huge thing about that. I don't know if you guys saw that. All right, we got some spots left in 8 and 9. I'm going to update these lists while we're waiting. If not, we'll roll it on over. Oh, now Nick's here and updating. When I don't need him anymore. PlayStation 3 was $600. They didn't know they couldn't do that. The Bill Belichick defense. The interview, they went live like talking about the game, and it was on Twitch, and everyone was just blasting them. $13. Oh God. Well, good for you. Clyde, you missed Sea of Thieves last night? I got ran down by a 4-man ship. You cannot outrun him. I outmaneuvered him once, and then I went down to repair, and it was over. Yeah, they probably don't play the game unless they have all 4 people on. I solo whenever I want, whenever I can. It was just a bad situation where I wasn't in a place that I could actually like put up a fight. Even already, it's at a disadvantage with 4v1, but their ship is faster. They have more cannons. They have more people. But like, I got attacked by a Megalodon, and I was like repairing and also maneuvering, and you get behind. I didn't have an explosive barrel either, which if I did, it would have sunk the ship. It would have sunk my ship because I got attacked by the fire Megalodon. All right. I think that might be it for this evening, and that's okay. We had a good start. Solid 3 first breaks for this week. I'm going to roll these over to Wednesday, and we'll keep going. I'll be live on the gaming channel tomorrow, probably with some more Sea of Thieves, and back here on Wednesday. Grab those spots for Wednesday, and we'll open them then. Thank you guys for all hanging out. It was a beautiful start to this week, and I love you all. You're all beautiful.